Howdy folks. Quiet night here in Florida. I finished up my finals and I finished up editing some videos. Went to go edit the last elk hunting video and realized it was not there anymore. It's gone. I edited a lot of videos and film a lot of videos from my iPhone. I have that iPhone X or 10 or whatever. And that kind of happens sometimes if I run out of space and I go through deleting videos thinking I already made the video and then maybe I didn't. I end up in this situation. So I am sorry, but I am going to tell you exactly how the last day went down. So it was the last day. Last time you guys saw us, I took the trailer off the mountain. I had a couple days of school, and then Eric and I were able to go back, and he had his jumping jack trailer, so that's where we stayed. We enjoyed more good food, breakfasts, and dinners after hunting that were really, really good. And the last day really was the biggest day because we actually heard a ton of bugles. Can you believe it that this whole September we complained like the rut isn't on, they're not bugling. They really just weren't bugling, and the last day they went crazy. So that kind of figures, that's just my luck, I guess, and it's all good, but they were bugling like crazy. We did kind of our normal routine, which was hike up to the top of the mountain before first light, glass. Eric found some way, way, way down low, and we had to kind of figure out where they were going. And we used cow calls and bugles, and we got a good amount of responses. So we just kind of followed them in and around, and I wish I had these videos because it's kind of funny. We were literally all out sprinting. Not exaggerating, sprinting for our lives to get down low enough so that we could make a move on these elk. And we did everything just right. And we got in position, and they could have like come up this way or go this way, and there was private. And sure enough, they stayed on the private and went down that way even lower and never went onto the public where we could have had a chance with them. For that move, though, I'd say we were about 100 yards from them, just on the border of private and public, and they were just not coming our way, could never see us or smell us or anything. They were acting totally comfortable. It was really cool to see, and like we did everything right. We just got unlucky in the public-private boundary. You would have never known because there wasn't like a fence or anything, but we know because of our maps that we're always checking. But anyway, after that situation, I had to actually go up more north. But after that situation, I actually had to go meet up with On Track Outdoors. I had a trailer up there. If you guys remember my antelope series, I was so excited to grab this trailer for free from my friend Andy. It was like his family trailer he grew up with, and I was like, sweet, because I wanted to leave my trailer in Utah, but I also wanted a trailer to leave in Idaho. So I got so excited, took it up there, and then it was just so dirty and so rat and mice driven that I was like, I can't sleep in this. And I just don't have the time or the money or the energy right now to remodel it like I did to my little trailer. So anyway, I left it up there, said I would leave it up there until I was coming home from my elk hunt and go get it, bring it back to Andy, which I did. We did that midday, and then we're still able to hunt the evening, but we did not get on anything. So it was a really long day of hustling all the way up there, getting that. Might have been 2 days involved in there. We had some really good Mexican food with On Track Outdoors. They're a really fun family from Idaho, and you guys know I have a discount code with them, and they sell the No Muss Dress Kit and cool apparel. So as always, that information is right below in the description box if you want to check it out. They treated us to a really nice Mexican restaurant. It was good, like fast food Mexican restaurant, but like good Mexican. All Mexican food is good Mexican food, really. But then it was hit the road for the elk hunt, and I kind of talked about it in my last video, so I don't want to distress your guys' ears with it. But yeah, it wasn't everything I hoped and dreamed of, mostly because of how I felt I was treated from the locals. It seemed like everybody was talking trash, and then we were hearing about them talking trash. And then they were showing up at our doorstep while I was trying to cook food and enjoy time with Eric and showing off their bucks and their bulls from the past 40 years, no joke. And then they're the same people talking trash. And Eric kind of deals with that and doesn't let it get to him. I'm like, no, you talk trash about me. you don't deserve my respect anymore, I'll ignore you, whatever, I'll just keep cooking. That's how it is, and that's kind of how it was that day that we got breakfast. I felt like my breakfast was ruined because this kid, who many people said, like, for a fact he was the one that stole my trail camera, and I pretty much know he did because he changed his story 5 times. If he really didn't do it and you weren't there and those weren't your 4-wheel tracks, why would you keep changing your story, you know? We caught him red-handed, and it was just kind of a good example of some of the local people around there and how I felt like it was taken out on me when it was my first time hunting, my first time spending that much money for a tag, even though it was an over-the-counter, out-of-state tag. I'm a college kid, and that's a big expense for me, and I was really excited, and I had nothing but good expectations, whether I tagged out or not. The fact is, I did feel like I was kind of a little mistreated for other people's actions when it was just my first time hunting there. I didn't do anything wrong, didn't do anything to hurt anybody or bother anybody, and guess it just kind of sucks. But you live and you learn, because I will never be hunting there again. So don't worry to all the locals that watched my videos and said, I showed the backgrounds, blah, blah, blah. Oh, wah. I don't even know what to say. So you're welcome. I won't be hunting there. Good job. You win. But it's all good. The real reason also is because there's just not a lot of elk there, not a lot of good quality elk there. No rut action this year. So I'm going to move on, find a new place. Over-the-counter tags, if you know some good ones, put them below, you know? But I just want to say thanks for watching the whole series. I think that pretty much ends all my hunting videos. Well, besides the Colorado one that's coming out in the next couple days, so stay tuned for that. There is some success on that one, so stay tuned. That's going to be a good one. But thanks for following me this whole year. I had some, I would say I could have shot a whitetail, as you guys saw. I could have shot one, but I was holding out for a big buck. I definitely did everything right in the antelope situation. That was a tragedy. I'm over it now, but looking back, I did everything right, and it's almost a filled tag in my preference, because did everything right, got that opportunity opening morning. Nothing ever came in after that, but all that hard work was for that moment, and just because it was blown was not my fault. I still did the right ethical thing, and I stand by that. So, and then elk. I did miss a spike because of yardage confusion. If there was another person with us, I definitely could have had a yardage, the right one, and I definitely would have got him. But it happens. You can always look back and learn from hunting, especially bow hunting, which my entire season was pretty much. And you can learn from your mistakes and say, hey, I'll do better next time. And for me, usually the biggest lessons I learn when I'm archery hunting are like my decisions. So sometimes I need to remember to check myself, really dig into my brain and what I want before I go out there and hunt. Because sometimes I'll pass on something and later I'll be like, I would have been happy with that. You know, so I think my biggest life lesson that I always learn over and over again, and I need to remember, is before I go into a hunt, I need to sit there and be like, what do I want out of this hunt? What am I going to kill? What shots am I going to make? How am I going to react to this? Blah, blah, blah. What if this happens? I really want to run those really, like, quick, those scenarios where you have no time to think about it. I want to run them through my head, make a decision so that when I'm out there, I say, all right, this is what I decided. This is what I'm sticking to. Whether I'm holding out, getting one for meat, blah, 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 doesn't matter. I think that's my biggest lesson. I'm curious if you guys feel that way too, if you ever think that you maybe didn't give it enough thought before you made a decision and it was in the moment and then you looked back and you're like, I made the wrong decision. Thank you so much for watching and bearing with me this whole season, guys. Watch that Colorado one and then stay tuned. There's going to be lots of fishing videos coming. Thanks, guys. See ya.